What's going on? It's Jet Lee Jetson, aka Jet Jackson. I'm out here, man. You know what I mean? I felt like it was a good idea to go ahead and try to explain this Charles Hamilton beef to the best of my ability. You know, me and the dude, we've been going at each other for a while. You know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't really going at each other. You know what I'm saying? To explain the origins of it. You know, when he came out with the Sonic thing, I was also doing the Mario thing at the same time. So I was featured on a blog for Kevin Nottingham, and you know, Kevin Nottingham, he was pretty big at the time. You know, he was he no longer blogs, but he was in the Double XL. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he was big at the time. So you know, I was getting a lot of promotion from it. You know, my Super Mario album was doing big numbers. So I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and I try to come at Charles. You know what I mean? And because he was Sonic, so I was like, yo, let's get this whole Sonic Mario thing going. You know what I mean? We were very similar artists at the time. We were. You know what I'm saying? I used to really listen to Charles, and I used to really, you know, it was a competitive thing. Nowadays, it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, it's like watching. It's like, you know, he's not a rival to me anymore. He's just, you know, lyrically anyway, his beats is still pretty dope, but you know what I'm saying? Lyrically, he's not dope to me. And we'll get to that in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Kevin Nottingham, I told him, yo, go ahead and promote the beef. You know what I'm saying? I was hitting him in his email. I didn't even really tell him, like, promote the beef. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Why don't you... I never really said that, you know what I'm saying? But everybody on the page knew it was Mario, and Mario was coming at Sonic. Everybody on the blog knew that. I never told Kevin to promote the beef. Kevin took it amongst himself to get a track from Charles. It was an exclusive, too. I don't know if Charles gave it to him or whatever. He had an exclusive Charles Hamilton track and put it on the blog, and I was like, why wouldn't you tell, if it was exclusive, why wouldn't you tell Charles? The way he was promoting it was like, it was exclusive. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, why wouldn't you just tell them that it was what was going on? And that's where me and Kevin fell off, and Kevin went ahead and like took everything that I ever did on the blog off. My interview, my photos, my albums, everything. He took everything off the blog. So that was it. And I've never been on the blog after that. And that was when people could still put, you know, these blogs used to promote, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays you got to pay to get on the blog. That's why I've never been on the blog after that. I've been doing my own blog. But anyway, I don't get this wrong. I haven't been following Charles, like antagonizing him for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I've had relationships with people that Charles has had relationships with. You know what I'm saying? I've friends, you know what I mean? Like on the web anyway. He may not know this, but I have. Charles, you may not know this, but a lot of your fans are fans of me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know, it's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas been riding. You know what I mean? Not so necessarily nowadays, but you know what I mean? When you go 4 or 5 years, some of the same fans hitting you up, asking you about questions and shit like that, you gotta feel some type of way about shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I was hitting you up on Twitter, because I did a project with Charles, I did the Olympic Games. I wanted to end this shit. You know what I'm saying? I did an album called Olympic Games. Sonic and Mario at the Olympic Games. It was over 100 minutes of music, two discs. I had tracks with Charles on there. You know what I'm saying? It was a dope ass album. I was sending it to his email at the time. I told him. Yeah, he was on his blog promoting his shit, and I was the only one leaving comments at the time. He knew I was doing this album. I was telling him, yo, I got this Olympic Games album. I was on a run and making when I was doing this album. I was like, yo, I'm on a run. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. We need to go ahead and collaborate. You know what I'm saying? Because in this, so I'm sending it to his email at the time. I'm like, yo, this is what it is. Me and him are doing this album together, and I had the file saved. I never was able to come out with it though because I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, I was like, yo, should I put this out? You know what I'm saying? Eventually I put it out. I don't know why Charles never promoted the album. You know what I'm saying? I told him several times, and I'm not even gonna get into what he did with my ex-wife. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole nother situation. My ex-wife was like, yo, he's got this album. He's like, yo, should he put it out or not? I had my ex-wife get in contact with him because he blocked me. And long story short, the dude was kind of out of his mind, man. Dude was kind of like, I don't know what he was telling her, what, you know what I mean? But there's I don't even want to get into that, man. But anyway, I put the album out. I get on Twitter like a couple weeks ago, about 2-3 months ago. I got on Twitter. I was like, yo, Charles. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting him up, and you know what I mean. I'm just conversating with him a little bit. One of the fans, again, like I said, the fans. I'm doing what the people want, man. I'm a people's champ, man. Hold on, my homie just sent me a joint. But I'm doing what the people want, man. You know what I'm saying? The fan was like, yo, what's up with you and Charles? Da 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 da. So I said, man, look. I said, I'm done with the beef. I said, the Olympic Game album is out. It's up to him if he wants to promote it or not. I said, it's 100 minutes of music, da 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 da. Charles decides, okay, I'm gonna finally put the album out. I'm finally gonna promote the album. I saluted him. I said, all right, boom, you promoting the album, finally. You know what I'm saying? Now we can put this whole thing behind us. I put up a picture of Goku and Vegeta. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Let's do some more shit together. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I told him, yo, your next project, Charles, I gave him some suggestions. I said, your next project, go ahead and write it, man. You know what I'm saying? I told him, go ahead and write it, man. Stop getting in the booth doing all that freestyling because it's your own side, it's your own kind of mumble rap. Just like that diss record he did for me. There was no punchlines, there was no schemes, there was no lyrics. It was just him in the booth mumbling, rapping about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know he thinks he can write in his head. He told me one time Eminem told him Eminem does the same thing. Everybody knows Eminem writes, bro. Everybody knows this, man. He's one of the last few artists that actually write. So I'm like, I had the book, The Way I Am by Eminem, talking about he will always write. So I try to tell him, write, nigga. Anyway, he said he's all in my DM like, yo, I told him go ahead and write. I wake up the next morning, you know what I'm saying? He done took the post on Twitter down promoting the album. I'm like, what you doing? He's like, yo, don't tell me how to do my music. I don't even think it was about that. I think it was about Raven Simone. Now, if you got a girl, because I got the DMs, I got this shit. I'm like, yo, if you got a girl, why are you worried about what I'm doing with Raven? You know what I'm saying? Because he was hitting me up like, yo, I'm proud of y'all, da-da-da-da-da-da, happy for me and Raven. But he kept mentioning that I was using Raven for fame. Or that, and just like on the track he did, the Morris Day talking about now you famous. I nigga, what you mean now? I could go to any label I want with all of this shit that I got, with my book written, my blog. I got albums with quality albums that kill your shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got labels coming at you, my nigga, like you do, and then they listen and your lyrics, and we the same breed. I'm not the same breed, but nigga, if I could get a deal, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing, my nigga. Don't try to tell me that what I want to do with my career. You don't know what I want to do with my career, my nigga. Stop talking about I want to be famous. You don't. Like I told you, you don't know what me and Raven got going on. So dead that. You know what I mean? But he kept putting the album on the Twitter and taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. Then when I killed myself, he took it off again. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, why would you do that? You know this nigga just killed himself. You ain't even gonna respect the dead. You gonna take this shit down again? Anyway. The nigga then decides he gonna do 2 diss records after I get out the hospital, after I get out from mental health hospital for the suicide attempt and all that. He does 2 diss records, puts them on the Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Some shit talking about that I wear lipstick and all that. Nigga, I'm androgynous, nigga, and I have my Joker shit going on. So what you mean, my nigga? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, once again, you talking about shit you don't know nothing about. Then he had another one talking about Raven and Tekashi and the shit that I got going on with the Asian mob. What I got going on with the Asian mob is war. This is just beef, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, like, anyway, this nigga Charles, I took a while. I was like, I'm not going to respond. But after a while, I was like, yo, I'm going to go ahead and respond. And that's why I put out Lestat. If you listen to Lestat, it's not a diss record. It's like, yo, get your shit right, nigga. He comes back with that bullshit-ass Morris Day. You know what I'm saying? I like the beat, you know what I mean? He's always been a good producer. I wouldn't have did an album with his production if he wasn't a good producer. But lyrically, y'all know that shit was some boo-boo, man. Y'all know that nigga wasn't talking about nothing. And the reason I know y'all know that is because I went to the forum that I'm on. I went to the community that I'm on. I told him, I said, look, I got a diss record against Charles Hamilton. He got one against me. And they was like, yo, they was excited. I did not tell them this story. I did not tell them the background. And as you can see on the numbers on the YouTube, my shit got more numbers than him. On my YouTube, and all the tracks is up there. I told a bit of the story, but it wasn't like I was dick riding my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you listen to his shit, you listen to my shit, and you see who's the better MC. And of course, my shit is doing more numbers because he's not a good MC, man. You know You know what I'm saying? He's not a good MC, man. He's bars is and then when you all that and you say you on that most stuff, or your record, your first this record to me, you say you getting raped in the basement. Then your next joint you was talking about doing anal shit, whatever, man. Yo, keep all that crazy shit you got going on, whatever shit you did when you was on Interscope to get your deal and all that. Keep that shit to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave it like that, B. Leave me alone, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you follow me on Twitter and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know what I mean? That's cool and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to check for your music every now and then, man. Because like I said, we've been dealing with each other for about 10 years now. I can't just say, yo, I'm not going to mess with the dude no more. But you got to get your shit together, man. Take off that suit. If you go to VS Diamond's YouTube page, nigga been wearing the same suit for a month. He ain't got no haircut. Son, get your shit together, man. You making mental health look bad, man. You ain't been taking your medicine. You been hallucinating. You been doing all that shit, man. There's a difference between Kanye West mental health and Charles Hamilton mental health. Charles Hamilton is on some other shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it like that, man. You know what I mean? I wish you the best, man. But you looking like Rain Man out here, man. You know what I'm saying? And all I wanted was the response, man. All I wanted was the response. I'm happy I got the record. Now I can take the record and go to labels and be like, look, this dude right here who's been with Kanye, he's been with Jimmy, he's been with all these niggas. I could be like, yo, this nigga went ahead and this nigga is you my biggest fan, nigga, whether you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? For you to do all that shit, man, and try to get a response from me, you my biggest fan. So I could be like, look, this nigga's my biggest critic, my biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? It's good. I feel like Raekwon when he punched Joe Budden. We got the tape, nigga. So you know what I'm saying? We're going to leave it like that, man. And this ain't going up on my blog. It's going up on my YouTube. Charles, I know you watching this shit, man. I mean, what can you say? If you got a response, like you said, if you ain't dissing, I'm listening. I'm listening, nigga. Whatever you got to say, I'm listening, my nigga. But please don't think that you're going to make me move another piece on my chessboard, man. You know what I'm saying? This is, like I say, ending your career is a legacy, my nigga. Ending your career is a legacy for my career not even to be started and killing you like that, my nigga. So I'm about to load this video up, man. I'm about to go to Taco Bell. Pardon me. I'm about to go to Taco Bell, you know what I mean? And I'm about to chill, man. You know what I mean? Have a good day, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm about a good day, my nigga. I'm not about all this beef shit. I got real war shit going on with these Asian mob niggas, you know what I mean? And I'm not a shameless plug. I got more albums coming out. Perfect Blue 1 is coming out. Perfect Blue 2 is coming out. 9/8/2018 on www.raisewithraven.blogspot.com. That's coming out. You know what I'm saying? That's coming out next Saturday. Then I'm working on this Baki album, which is a Red Money disc record album. We got that coming out. We got Perfect Blue 3 coming out, which is going to be the highs and lows of me and Raven's whole relationship. It's going to be one of the best in the Perfect Blue series because it's the ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I focus on the ups of my dreams with her and the lows of my life. It's going to be the ups and downs with both of us this time. So yeah, y'all check that out, man. You know what I mean? Other than that, man, Charles, get your shit together, man. I'm Ghost.